What's up, you guys? Mean Tech Reviews here, another video, and today we are doing a daytime photo and video comparison quality between the Pixel 9 Pro XL and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Both of these phones are going to go head to head and comparing daytime photos and videos with my dog Loki as the primary star on there. And yeah, so I don't want to talk more than I should. I guess I should go over camera specs of these flagships right here before we get into it, let you know what we're working with, and just start the video. All right, so going to the camera specs real quick. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is rocking 48 megapixel wide sensor with the faster sensor that allows 4K 120 frames per second. We have an ultra wide camera which now has 48 megapixels as well. We have a telephoto lens with 5 times optical zoom quality. That's 12 megapixels. And on the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, we have a main 50 megapixel sensor with the f1.6 aperture. We have an ultra wide 48 megapixels with the f.17 aperture. We have a telephoto 48 megapixel sensor with 2.8 aperture, a front camera 42 megapixel f2.2 aperture with a really wide point of view great for group selfies. We have the video capabilities of 8K 30 frames per second with video boost enabled, which pretty much is upscaling the 4K to 8K. We have 4K video at 24, 30, and 60 frames per second. Now, mind you, 60 frames per second does not allow 10-bit HDR unless video boost isn't enabled. We have stabilization on the cameras as well, which they work pretty well. Front camera is capable of up to 4K 60 frames per second. So these are the specifications on here. We are rocking the Tensor 4 chip with Pixel and the A18 Pro chip on the iPhone. Image processing will be a little different, as you will tell. The Pixel leans more towards magenta cool tones, while the iPhone leans more towards warm yellow and green tones. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, camera comparison between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and Pixel 9 Pro XL. Pixel 9 Pro XL right over here, Pixel or iPhone right here. Let me know what the light quality is like. Let me know what the HDR is like. My screen is dim right now. The Pixel is dying. It's not making through my data life right now. It is my first 24 hours with it. Lucky, it's right now I can tell that the Pixel is got the color balance right. Right now I'm just trying to compensate. I don't know. So we're doing the colors a little bit. My sweater is more color accuracy wise. I'm gonna go with the Pixel. Hands down, the black my sweater is right, while the iPhone kind of brightens this up a little bit more than it should. But there is a fix for that. You can adjust the exposure on the iPhone to make it more color accurate, so keep that in mind. But right out the box, just recording right away. Pixel takes the cake. Let me know what the HDR looks like to you guys. The sun behind me. That's the HDR. For what I could see, the sun behind me, the Pixel, it's handling the highlights a lot better. There's more rays from there. And direct sunlight, HDR, very HDR on the iPhone. So I'll take the Pixel for front-facing video without making any adjustments. Okay, so this is cinematic mode on the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the Pixel. The Pixel only does full HD blur, and the iPhone can do 4K. So naturally, the iPhone's probably better. But color rendition wise, let me know in the comments below what you think is better: iPhone 16 Pro Max or the Pixel when it comes to cinematic mode, or blur if you're using the Pixel. Okay, so one thing I noticed about the cinematic on the Pixel, I'm gonna record this again. It seems like it shoots at 1080p, 24 frames per second. The iPhone 4K 30, up to 4K 30. So we'll seem a little more choppy on the Pixel. Fully extending my short little arms. So let me know what you think is better, the Pixel or the iPhone. Again, the Pixel, it can do 1080p 24 frames, and the iPhone can do up to 4K 30. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I just wanted to shoot this again with you guys to show you what I'm talking about. So I did crank the exposure down to like negative 1.7 exposure value on the iPhone. So now the black sweater should no longer be overexposed in direct sunlight, and my skin tone should be a little better and not overly bright. This is me cranking it down to like 1.7, negative 1.7 exposure compensation. to make that. Granted that it's kind of crappy to do that manually, but it is a way to, you know, undo that overly HDR that the iPhone tends to do when it's overly bright and things. So let me know in the comments below what you think now with the exposure values adjusted for the iPhone, how it compares to the Pixel. Alright, I did put the exposure values for the iPhone back to 0, so it's not cheating and trying to match the Pixel in color edition. So this is 4K 30 on the back camera. Let me know in the comments below what you think looks good, what looks more color accurate probably. To me, from what I'm seeing, the Pixel is getting the sky just right. The iPhone makes the sky like a little more blue than what it actually is. Well, actually, maybe it is that blue. I take that back. The Pixel looks a little bit more muted. The sky is actually kind of that blue today. So let me know what you think over here. We're going to look at the zoom. So we're going to do 2 times zoom. We're going to do 5 times zoom. 5 times zoom. Oh my goodness. 5 times. Okay. 5 times. My dog Loki. How does it look? How's the fluidity of the cameras look while switching lenses? We got ultra wide right there. Leave a comment below what you think looks better when it comes to the video, switching between lenses. 1x, 2x, 5x, my lovely puppy. Leave a comment below what you think. With the back camera, this is how this looks on the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is what it looks like if you're going to vlog with back cameras and extend your arms out like this. Basically how it looks when you're vlogging into the sun. So if you're vlogging into the sun, this is how it looks. Which one is better? This is basically in regular 1X, with the sun behind me. Regular 1X with the sun in front of me. Which one's better, the Pixel or the iPhone? What do you think, Loki? This is stabilization. We do have 4K 60 on both. However, the Pixel does not support 10-bit HDR with 4K 60. Don't know why. But we can still go up to 5X. We can still go up to 5X on both phones. But the Pixel does not support 10-bit HDR at 4K 60. Keep that in mind. House stabilization, 5X. House stabilization at 2X. House stabilization at 1X. Lastly, how is it with 25? Apple's doing something crazy with the sky right now. It is not that blue. Yeah, the sky's not that blue, Apple. You tripping. Pixel, it's less muted, but yeah, it's not that blue. Alright, we do have 4K 60 on the front-facing camera. Again, 10-bit HDR is not supported. The sky behind me is very blue on Apple. Again, that exposure values are at 0, so it's overexposing my face and shirt. And the sun facing me kind of corrects itself. We're back to having actually a black shirt, kind of. The sky's making more sense in that regard. But the sun behind me, Apple does some weird colors with the sun behind me like this. I don't know what this is, but Apple does something weird when I'm eclipsing the sun with my face. Pixel does not do that. So I don't know why Apple does that, but Jesus, it overexposed me when I'm eclipsing the sun. And when we face it, it looks a lot better. A lot better. Still liking the color renditions on the Pixel a little better for videos. Good job on Google on that. Google's doing a really good job. Honestly, with like the chipset that's on here and the hardware that Google usually doesn't light a candle to Apple, but they're doing a pretty good job with their videos, especially the front-facing camera. The way they do HDR, man, doing a really good job, Google. Really good job. My black shirt just looks black and great. Apple, I gotta, adjust some things to make it look right, but Google's doing a good job. It's 4K 60. This is gonna be 8K with video boost. So I want to see how this 8K plays out. It's a little bit great. I'm seeing from my eyes right now. Stabilization is crazy. It's waiting if it was not that. iPhone, probably the iPhone, because it's not that much in here right now. Pixels with the dot at 3%. Using all this camera stuff. Right here. Something. So we're at 8K. Video boost finishes this. We're gonna see what this does. Alright, now that you've seen the daytime photos between both these flagships, leave a comment below which one you think did better. Did the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL perform better overall, or did the iPhone? Which one took better photos? Which one took better videos? I'm doing that because the iPhone does take better videos in my opinion, and the Pixel does take better photos in some circumstances, but they tend to go back and forth. Either way, both phones, at the end of the day, you can't go wrong with either, especially if you're just, just the average user that wants a cell phone that can call and text and take good photos. You can't go wrong with either one of these unless you're really trying to do some really professional work with them. Both phenomenal phones. I think Apple and Google did a phenomenal job this year, well, last year, when they released these in 2024. And I'm excited to see what they're going to bring this year with their phones. I have a feeling that if Pixel goes with a Snapdragon or just like upgrades their video capabilities, that they will take the cake hands down. iPhone, however, has the chance to really bump up the megapixels on their sensors and just really improve with photography as well, their image processing, hopefully getting rid of that yellow tint and having a more accurate and true to life white balance. They do have pictures that are natural looking, but sometimes it looks a little over sharpened, over processed. So leave a comment below, let's talk. I will have a nighttime version of this video out soon because I really need to start cranking out these Pixel versus iPhone videos. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.